So, hello everyone once again, and we are going to discuss about the development of learner autonomy. That is the restrictive and rigid practices that are involved, and that become, a barrier to learner autonomy. And so, we will be discussing on the fourth parenting style, which is neglecting and uninvolved parents. And so the name itself suggests that these parents are a little on the side of not getting much involved with their children's academic efforts or their personal efforts that they do in their life. And if we see that these parents are characterized by uh, low in both responsiveness and demanding things. So they do not respond much. And not only that, but they are not responsible enough for their children. So it is like um, the children have a lot of space to move on their own, because the parent is not going to restrict at all, since the parent doesn't want to get involved much. And because of which their interaction time with their children is quite less. And if you see that, if that interaction time with your children is less, naturally you will see that emotional involvement with their own children also becomes less. And such parents, I would say we would not see much of these kind of parents, but since it's a style we need to discuss. But they would not care much about how the child is getting on in the school, how the child is getting on with his personal life, what kind of acquaintances does he have, or what kind of performance is he exhibiting even in his tests. So they don't care much. And this not caring is not just because they do not care, but it might so happen that they are preoccupied with many tasks on their hand in terms of their the work that they are involved with, or the kind of practices that they're involved with. So it may so happen that because of the more work, they might not get enough time, because they get frustrated with the workload that they have. And because of that frustration, they may not get involved with their own children. So it's a lot of stress, it's a lot of work. And that is why they may not be getting involved with their children. They may not be getting enough time. So when you have a lot of work from your own end, from your professional side, or from your side, you don't have enough time for your child to get involved into. So the child might just come to you, and the parent might say that, not right now, you see, I'm doing my work. So that's a kind of you know a general, I would say that a general phenomena that you will follow. It's not that once or twice the parent does it and we can call that parent as an uninvolved parent. It's a general practice that such parents adopt over many of the tasks with their child. That's when we can call them, neglecting or uninvolved parents. The very important point is that they are indifferent to their adolescent needs also. And you might know that there are many adolescent needs that the parent has to take care of. And this is the stage where, if you're able to provide that emotional support, if the child is able to see that you are with him, then this phase becomes easier. And once this phase is managed, I think that child can develop as an autonomous learner, because um, this is the time when he's taking a lot of risk. This is the time when he's not able to take decisions. So he wants somebody to fall back upon when the child is adolescent. And when you're not there, you might see him, not getting uh, the kind of support, the kind of, I would say that, nutrition that he should get from the parents. If he's not able to get that in his stage, then that impact would be seen on his making, the way he makes his choice, the way he makes his decision. He might then go out to seek support, to seek that emotional um, that belongingness to somebody. Yes, that's where the children start moving out, right? So this is the kind of statements that you might see oftenly used by such parents. I don't care where you will go, yeah, it's okay, why should I care now? Do what you want. They are kind of self-centered parents. And sometimes it so happens that, see, there might be many reasons. One reason is that they are careless, they are uninvolved. Second reason, that they have a lot of work to fall back on, a lot of workload, stress, and that frustration that is within them. The third point is that they might have given up on the parental authority. So they might have tried hard on the children to become autonomous and uh, become responsible. But when you see that the child is not at all listening to you, and whatever efforts you make are going futile, so then the child will the parent will say that, I don't care now, whatever you want to do, you go ahead and do it. So the third reason might be that he has given up on that maintaining that parental authority, because the child is not listening, or due to some any other reason, right? And so then such parents may resort to outside help, and even such children may resort to outside help, such as counseling, or such as um, falling back on friends, or the parent also may go for counseling. It may be both ways. So such parents, if you are involved with such a style of learning, I mean, such a style of parenting, then it leads to drastic failure of the child life of the child. Okay, so it is important that you um, become that role model to your child, become that support to the child, give that emotional backup to him, that even if something happens, I am there for you. That will make that child grow enough to make his decisions over a period of time, because he doesn't have to worry. And when the child does not have to worry because somebody is behind him all the time, then he is able to have that leap of taking a risk. And if that risk turns out well, then he becomes successful, right? So academically also, such children would be then better children in the schools also, because um, that trust is there with the child. But if the parent is uninvolved, then you will see multiple impact of such parenting style in the classrooms also, and then for the teacher also it becomes a challenge to deal with them. So yeah, we are done with the fourth parenting style, that is uninvolved parents, which lead to drastic failure of the life of the child. Thank you.